Are you thinking about making a move from California to the Middle Tennessee area? If so, then you're gonna wanna stay tuned because I'm diving into all the reasons why you should make that move. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Caitlin Davis and I am a local Nashville real estate agent here in the Nashville area. I specialize in helping out-of-state folks relocate to the Middle Tennessee area. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel, or if this is your first time, welcome. I am glad that you are here. So this is going to be a big topic because this is what I'm seeing a lot of right now. So I figured, there are a lot of people considering making that move from California to Tennessee. And so I figured by putting this video together, hopefully I kind of put it in some sort of a concise format to help you better make that decision. So let's go ahead and dive into all the reasons why it's a good idea to make a move from California to the Middle Tennessee area. Number one is going to be cost of living. It just makes more financial sense, right? So when you look at the cost of living, if you're comparing the Middle Tennessee area to big cities like LA, San Francisco, Sacramento, typically, on average, of course, it can fluctuate depending on which city you're coming from, but on average, the cost of living in the Middle Tennessee area is going to be about 33% less than what you're paying in those cities. So what does that look like in terms of numbers? So when it comes to housing, I know in California, according to bestplaces.net, the average home price in California is going to be over $552,000. Now, compare that to the Middle Tennessee area where the average home price as of October 2020 is sitting at $348,000 for a single family home. So right off the bat, the home prices are going to be better. Now, if you do get into Google and you start Googling, cost of living in Franklin, cost of living in Nashville, you will start to see headlines pop up and they're going to talk about how expensive it is. So when you look at our cost of living from a decade ago, of course, it's going to seem like it's high. But when you compare what it costs to live here in comparison to other cities like LA, even looking at places like Chicago and New York, the cost of living in Tennessee is going to be so much more affordable. And if you are wondering about the specific cost of living in Nashville and Franklin, you can check out the two videos that I did. I did one on the cost of living in Nashville versus the cost of living in Franklin. You can check those out. I will link them down below for you. So automatically, cost of living is better. We talked about home prices. Then you got to look at property taxes. I know that property taxes in California are high. Now, when you look at our property taxes here, we actually have the 11th lowest property tax in the whole country in terms of statewide. Our property taxes tend to be about a third or a fourth of what people are used to paying in California. So again, that's just ultimately going to be putting more money back in your pocket. And we can't talk about cost of living without talking about taxes. So I know that taxes are kind of bananas in California. I know that the state income tax in California is right now 13.3%, and they are considering hiking that up to 16%, which let's just go ahead and say, no thank you. In comparison, Tennessee has no state income tax. So automatically, that's gonna be a big win in the category of yes, move to the mid-state area. And then of course, like I said, we have low property taxes. Now people ask me, okay, well you have, no state income tax and you've got low property taxes. So where's the trade-off? And ultimately you're gonna find that in our sales tax. So our sales tax is at 9.25% right now. So that is a little bit offsetting, but again, big win in terms of no state income tax. And again, I know that like California is proposing all these different taxes, and right now you're not going to find those kinds of proposals in the Middle Tennessee area. So I'm just going to go ahead and say check. Yes, win for Tennessee. Another thing to consider, gas prices in California. I know that they can top over $4 a gallon, but here as of October 2020, our gas prices are hovering at an average of right around $2.05. Another reason why you should consider making the move is gonna be the weather. And I know you're probably like, hold up, Caitlin, you can't beat California weather. And you got me there, right? We cannot compete with like the 60, 70, 80 degrees nearly year-round temperatures. You're right, we cannot compete with that. But we do have 4 true seasons, and you may be saying, girl, I don't want seasons, but it's actually really nice here. And I think one of the biggest benefits and where Tennessee shows off the most is gonna be fall. So like I said, we do have 4 true seasons, and if you wanna know more about our weather, please feel free to check out this video that I did. It's right here where I go in depth of what you can expect for the 4 seasons. But really and truly, fall is where we shine in Tennessee. Everyone that comes here and visits from California, every single person tells me how green it is here. Yes, we have big green trees, we've got green grass, we're really green, but in fall, our leaves start to change colors and you get those insanely beautiful autumn colors. You get the oranges, the yellows, the reds. It's absolutely stunning. And like I said, that's where we really shine. And people tend to actually really enjoy fall here. So I know that there's an argument that gets made a lot of times where California is so great because you can ski and surf all in the same day. If you have done that before, please let me know, because I've yet to meet somebody that's actually taken advantage of that. So no, you cannot ski and surf in the same day in Tennessee, but you do have the ability to get to places where you can do that pretty quickly. So one argument can be made that California has all the beaches, it has the beautiful coastline, and Tennessee is landlocked, and you're right. But Tennessee has a ton of water. We've got 2 major lakes here in the Middle Tennessee area, and then we also have a lot of rivers. So it's not like you have no access to water, it's just not the beach. Now, if you're wondering where do you go in terms of the beach when you do live in Nashville, so a big popular destination is gonna be that Florida Panhandle. So a lot of people like to go to the 30A area, Rosemary Beach. You also have Destin, Panama City Beach, but that's more or less of a spring break destination. But they're typically right there around the Panhandle. You can get there between a 7 and 8 hour drive. Just head on down 65. A lot of people also do go to the Gulf Shores in Alabama. So it's not too hard to get to a beach. Now you can also jump on a plane and you can be there within an hour. So it's not to say that it's you can't get to the beach. It's just going to take a little bit of travel, which leads me to another great thing about Tennessee. And that's gonna be the fact that we are centrally located. So it's pretty easy to jump on a plane, and we have a lot of direct flights to a lot of major cities, which makes it easier for you to get where it is that you need to go. And we even have direct flights to London now, so if you want to go international when it's safe to travel again internationally, you can absolutely do that too. And another reason to consider making a move to the Middle Tennessee area is that Nashville offers all of the big city living conveniences, things like sports and entertainment, but without some of the other major inconveniences that can come with big city living, such as traffic. So yes, Nashville does have traffic. It drives me insane. I hate it, but I also have not experienced LA traffic. I've only seen about it and heard about it from friends. And I've even had clients from the LA area come in and they're like, girl, this is nothing in comparison to what they deal with out in LA. So yes, Nashville has traffic, but it is not LA traffic. And so really and truly, I feel like that kind of puts us, again, another check in the box for Nashville. But again, like I said, we have all of like the major entertainment pieces. Not only do we have entertainment venues like Bridgestone that attracts major big artists from all different genres, but we also have all of the singer-songwriter venues too that start to give you a little bit of a look into the behind the scenes of what makes Music City so great. And like I said, we've got the major sports teams. No, we do not have an MLB team yet, but actually Justin Timberlake is trying to help make that happen. So fingers crossed that is going to be in the future for Nashville. But we have our Tennessee Titans, we have the Nashville Predators, we do have a soccer league, and we also do have a smaller baseball team, the Nashville Sounds. But we have all of the different kinds of entertainment. We also have the world-class restaurants. So we have a lot of what a big city has to offer without being quite so big and without coming with all of the major traffic. So if you are considering making a move from California to the Middle Tennessee area, please don't hesitate to reach out. If you have questions about relocating, please feel free to click the link below to get my free Nashville relocation guide. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. All of my contact information is below. My name is Caitlin Davis. I'll see you next time.